Hello and welcome back to A Course in Miracles workbook for students. This is lesson 68. Love holds no grievances. Oh dear, you who were created by love, like itself, can hold no grievances and know yourself. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. To hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body. To hold a grievance is to let the ego rule your mind and to condemn the body to death. Perhaps you do not yet fully realize just what holding grievances does to your mind. It seems to split you off from your source and make you unlike him. It makes you believe that he is like what you think you have become. For no one can conceive of his creator as unlike himself.
Mm,
Mm.
twisting my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Shut off from yourself. Shut off from yourself, which remains aware of its likeness to its creator. Yourself seems to sleep, while the part of your mind that weaves illusions in its sleep appears to be awake. Can all this arrive from holding grievances? Oh yes, for he who holds grievances denies he was created by love, and his creator has become fearful to him in his dream of hate. Who can dream of hatred and not fear God?
It is as sure as those who hold grievances will redefine God in their own image, as it is certain that God created them like himself and defined them as part of him. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will suffer guilt, as it is certain that those who forgive will find peace. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will forget who they are, as it is certain that those who remember, or those who forgive will remember. What a tongue twister this is.
Yeah, it is.
Would you not be willing to relinquish your grievances if you believed all this were so? Perhaps you do not think you can let your grievances go. That, however, is simply a matter of motivation. Today, we will try to find out how you would feel without them. If you succeed even by ever so little, there will never be a problem in motivation ever again.
Begin today's extended practice period by searching your mind for those against whom you hold what you regard as major grievances. Some of those will be quite easy to find. Then think of the seemingly minor grievances you hold against those you like and even think you love. It will quickly become apparent that there is no one against whom you do not cherish grievances of some sort. This has left you alone in all the universe in your perception of yourself.
Determine now to see all these people as friends. Say to them all, thinking of each one in turn as you do so, I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you as part of me and come to know myself. Spend the remainder of the practice period trying to think of yourself as completely at peace with everyone and everything, safe in a world that protects you and loves you, and that you love in return. Try to feel safety surrounding you, hovering over you. I can't read this. And holding you up. Try to believe, however briefly, that nothing can harm you in any way. At the end of the practice period, tell yourself, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe.
The short practice period should include a quick application of today's idea in this form. Whenever any thought of grievance arises against anyone, physically present or not, love holds no grievances. Let me not betray myself. In addition, repeat the idea several times in an hour in this form. Love holds no grievances. I would wake to myself by laying all my grievances aside and awakening in him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow,
Ooh.
hey? It's intense.
It is and
Yeah.
it isn't. We know this. And we know if we lay aside our grievances, we'll find peace. And why we've chosen grievances in the first place, it doesn't serve us. And we know this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a reminder and a
So
noticing.
yeah, it's a challenge and an
Yes.
opportunity when
Yes.
someone tells you who you are. They come along and they tell you who you are. They think they know, and including experts, professionals,
Yep, that's true. Yep.
and then you believe them.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a brainwashing, and then of course we're going to start feeling unsafe,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because we forgot that what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in a group call yesterday, and there was just a it was just a normal debate, like between two people, but they were disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
And the facilitator was explaining something, and the other lady was challenging him, like blah 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 blah. And I literally went into a trauma response.
Hmm.
And
It's hard to be around conflict. It doesn't feel good.
yeah, but I brought it up, and he was so grateful that I did, because this is how we out the ego,
Mm.
Yeah.
right? If you were to say nothing and just hold on to it,
Mm-hmm.
it just continues.
And
Yeah.
that's a grievance
Yeah.
Yeah.
because now you hold back from them. You don't feel safe around them.
But there were other
And like,
people who were in agreement with me later. Like they texted, they were in agreement with me. So it
Sure.
was almost like people were picking sides about, you know, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. And
Mm.
yet everybody has has a right to their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But it's so easy to pick sides in a moment, right?
Yeah.
yes. The ego likes to divide. That's what it
Yeah.
does.
But
Especially when we feel
but
challenged.
what's right and what's wrong in those moments?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I get into dysregulation with myself. Like I feel dysregulated
Mm.
Yeah,
because that's just my personality type. Like that's the way I grew up. So when
yeah,
I see conflict, I go into a response, a reaction, and
yeah.
there's a judgment instantly, and uh, it's like I have to remove myself, or I have to figure out what I'm going to do,
Mm.
or
Yeah,
like it seems like there's a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But when I brought it up, I asked them, I said, "How did you feel in the conversation?" They said, "Oh, it's fine. It was
Mm-hmm.
no problem at all." And I'm like, I just can't figure that out. I really am baffled
Mm.
how people can have debates and they have no triggering, like they're not triggered in it with when
Mm.
they're
Hmm.
going through it. They're not being
Yep.
triggered at all, but yet I am.
Mm.
And it's baffling. I don't know how people do it. Like I wish I could be like them. Uh, anyway,
And you are.
yeah, it's just it's like there's a threat happening, and I have to protect myself, right,
Mm.
from
Yeah.
from a real threat.
Mm-hmm.
That's all from childhood, but
I can totally relate, Nina. I feel that way too. I see two people in conflict, even on social media. I see conflict
Mm.
and I can't watch. It triggers
mm,
something very unsettling in me.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick sides. I don't like the feeling I get when it
Yeah.
happens, and it all of a sudden I don't feel safe, and I have to. It does nothing to do with boundaries or anything like that. It's just how I react to it. It's not a
yes,
healthy way to react.
Yeah.
It's trauma somehow.
Mm-hmm.
it's trauma. And the thing is, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. So because we believe we are a body,
Yeah,
Mm.
we will react in fear
Right.
yeah,
to anything that triggers us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we like what did it say? There was something about where if like our body, it's the body that's always in in a state of reaction to threats. Right. To
Because
hold a
because
grievance is to see yourself as a body. Oh, and
because the body is vulnerable.
but the man who was facilitating the group, it was on non-duality. He said,
Mm.
we are not a body, and he does not refer to him. He has no reference point to be a body anymore. He's done. Like he's overcome that.
He doesn't need to be part of the gender acknowledgement.
Oh, well, he knows he's like in the relative world, yes,
Yeah.
he's a male,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
on an absolute reality level, he's past that belief
Huh.
that he's a body. And so he has no grievances. He can
Wow.
get into any kind of debate. It's amazing. I like I'm inspired by that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. Like to
Mhm.
be in the presence of someone that holds no grievances ever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can get into arguments and you think they're in a grievance, but they're not.
Yeah.
It's just it's a misperception.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it says here to hold a grievance is to let the ego rule your mind and to condemn the body to death. Is that what you were
Yes.
meaning?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a belief that the body's real and it's really being threatened. But we were also talking about with people who have looked in the mirror and actually saw their body disappear in the mirror. There was no body. So
Wow.
it's a misperception of who we really are.
Yeah.
And because we believe it, it holds a punt, like it holds a reality. So therefore
Mhm.
we have to protect it from a real threat.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it says, yeah,
To
like,
hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body.
mm-hmm. And we just take it for granted. But the lady was speaking. She goes, yes, but we are here and we're a body here and blah blah blah. She was trying to
Defend yourself.
yeah, it was a defending kind of expression, but I'm just like, why are we defending the body? Like, like that was my question, right? It was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
if it's
I
not
Kelly and I
real,
were
why are we
talking.
defending it? Like
The
we're not trying to gaslight ourselves and dismiss that something's happening. Yes, there's a body
yeah,
that seems to be appearing, but it
yeah,
doesn't make it real.
yeah. Well, and that's the only way we have our experience here is through
Yes,
what appears to be our body and through our
yes.
personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Otherwise, what was the point of coming here?
Yeah,
Except to learn what we're
The
learning
point
now.
to coming here, this is what we were talking about yesterday. It was about we came here to have drama.
yeah,
Yeah, to feel separate.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, because in oneness there's no separation, right? So we come here
Yeah.
to feel separate,
Yes.
and
And
then
something other than love.
yeah, so that when we come together as bodies,
Mm-hmm.
we can have that feeling of love
Yeah.
again. Like it's like what it feels insane to me.
it is
If
rather
you
insane.
already love, then why would you want to appear separate just to go back to love again? To
Yeah,
try to
because there's a whole host of other experiences aside from love, and you have to realize what their place is so that you can go, okay, yeah, that really, maybe that isn't what I'm here for. I need to go back to that or learn. I don't know. I'm just jabbering on now. I don't
love
know
is
what
that
I think.
feeling of reunion. Like when you hold no grievances, you just
Mm-hmm.
feel euphoric. You feel in union and whole again, right? It's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We all want that feeling in love feeling. It's there's no separation.
Yeah. And how often do we feel that?
Yeah, good question.
Sometimes, momentarily.
Yeah. And even
Yeah.
in the feeling of separation, we're still it's still not real, but it's still a feeling.
Yeah.
It's still a feeling.
I have conflict, not true conflict, but inner conflict with Tony's mom who lives downstairs. And I can feel just completely at peace in my garden, and I'm talking to the flowers and telling them how amazing they smell, and I'm so proud of them for just like showing their beauty, and the bees are loving them. And she'll come out, and that energy field is just fucking evaporates. She
Oh
just
gosh.
irritates the crap out of me. I'm like, oh, why are you here?
Yeah.
But
So this
anyway,
is,
it's like
yeah.
I
But
can't
this
help it. I
is,
feel so terrible about it. I'm just horrible, but
it's horrible.
oh,
And that is why we came here to experience horrible. Isn't
okay.
that insane?
Okay, I
Yeah.
win then. I win.
Then, but there's the good too. Like there's the horrible, and there's also
Mhm.
the garden and feeling so at
Yeah.
peace and loving and everything. We love that, but we can't come here into duality and
Mhm.
and expect not to have a grievance.
Right. Right. Because
But it doesn't make anything wrong. It's not wrong. It's just it's insanity.
It's an opportunity to
it's just
notice
not
what we've
love.
come here to
It's not love, but
experience.
Mhm.
this is what we came here to experience.
Mhm.
A grievance. We
Mhm.
came
Yeah.
here to experience a grievance.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Like it is what it is.
But every day do I have to experience a grievance?
Oh, well, and I guess we do until we don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
dream, and he said the only way to get past the dream is to wake up. He says you can't
Mm.
fix the dream. The
Mm.
dream is just is it is what it is.
Yeah.
He says there's no fixing it. You
Mhm.
just have to wake up from it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but how?
Yeah.
By remembering
Yeah.
we're not a body, and it's a practice. This is what we're doing here.
Mm.
Yeah. This is
We're
our 68th day of practice of remembering who we are.
That's right.
and that
So
our
so many lessons to go.
Well, and then I'm on my second round through this. So, I mean,
Yeah, no, fair
does
enough.
it
Yeah.
really ever
yeah.
end?
Mm.
To just be content with whatever comes our way and be able to say what we
Yeah.
want to say without hatred?
Yeah, so we can say whatever we want to say, and
Mm.
anybody can say what they want to say, and we don't have to worry about it because
Mm.
it's a
Yeah.
dream.
Right.
Yeah.
We're living in a dream and we're stuck in it in a way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like we can't wake up from it right now, but the waking up is in seeing it, in
Mm.
noticing that it is what it is, and it doesn't define us. Like our
Mhm.
grievances don't define us, so it's not like we're
Right.
bad or anything for having one.
Yep.
Yeah. Or having a reaction to an experience we're having. It's
Yeah.
just to be noticed and felt.
Or like for me, when I felt like I had a grievance, I felt like it was my fault. Like something's wrong with me and I have to fix myself.
Mm.
And that's a double whammy.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
that's like putting salt in a wound. Like
Yeah.
let's just accept
Traumatizing
us.
yourself.
Let's accept ourselves for the insanity that we are for even being here in a way. But it doesn't mean that we're bad
Yeah.
or or that we have to fix anything. We don't have to fix anything. And
Mhm.
that's the relief.
Yeah.
And it just relieves that burden of thinking, oh, someone's got to be fixed or I got to be fixed or like we got to fix this dream to make it
Yeah.
into a peaceful dream. And it's like, well, if you want to do that, that's great. But I want to wake up from it.
Mhm.
I do too. I just want to be free to feel how I feel and not question and not feel unsafe.
Right. Yeah, like just say whatever you want to say.
Mhm.
No, and stop trying to always censor ourselves
Yeah.
or censor other people or
Because it's the opposite for us because I feel you, Nina, when two people are having a conflict, I feel quite uncomfortable and
Mhm.
almost sick. Like, oh, um, but wouldn't it be nice to not feel that and be able to participate in
yeah,
the conversation without feeling
without
Ick-
shutting
Icky.
down our feelings. Like I literally shut down. I go
I
Mhm.
numb.
shut down too. I have to leave. I have to turn it off. I
Yep.
have to
Yeah. But that's because we're making the dream real, and therefore there's a real threat. But if it's
Yeah.
a dream, what's to fear? We can
Right.
join in anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And remembering it's a dream helps us to remember that love holds no grievances. So, oh, okay, that's freeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a relief that I didn't make that lady into an enemy, like
Mm,
because of the threat that she was creating in me.
mm,
And after the call was over, everybody was happy. I was happy. There was no threat. And we got to talk about it, and it was
mm-hmm.
so awesome.
Yeah.
It literally just cleared the air.
Yeah.
And wow, it was quite the successful thing experience. Like
Nice.
Yeah.
success for me is when I can out the ego and everybody can be on the same page at the end. Like everybody
Yeah.
can be who they are, and we don't need to change anyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pardon me.
Oh,
So yeah, we need to, these are our mantras for today, I guess. I would see you as my friend, that I remember you are part of me and come to know myself. Oh, that's one of them. Okay.
well, that's a big one, especially when you think
Yeah.
the other person's in it, bringing a dark cloud around them wherever they go. How can we be
Mm-hmm.
friends with them?
Because it's a reflection of ourselves.
Yeah, it's a
Mm-hmm.
reflection of that which we pushed away.
Mm,
Yeah.
We've separated from, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're in front of us,
Yeah.
and there's a like a contagion, or it feels like a contagion, like we're allergic to them in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I get around certain people and I feel like I have an allergy. Like I
Mm,
Yeah, you
don't
don't
feel
feel good.
good.
It doesn't feel
Yeah,
right. It
feel
doesn't feel
good.
in alignment.
It's because we've made them into a real separate entity,
mm.
Yeah.
and they're
That's
not.
exactly what I've done with my mother-in-law then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
And
just
and
feels
then it
like
just
such an,
continues. It
yeah.
just what you resist persists,
Yeah.
and that is that we make it
Yeah.
real, and then it
Yeah.
just keeps haunting us in the dream. It's
Yeah.
like this thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
love
Love
holds
holds
no
no
grievances.
grievances. When I let my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Love holds no grievances. Let me not betray myself. Love holds no grievances. I would wake, there we go. I would wake to myself by laying all my grievances aside and wakening in Him.
Mm,
That's our goal.
mm-hmm.
No separation. Loving people regardless of what they say or how they make you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And accepting our judgments. He said, like, there's no wrong, there's nothing wrong with judgments. It's just that we judge ourselves for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's where we get into trouble. Like, we
Yeah.
don't need to judge even our judgments of anything.
Yeah.
And people who judge us, no problem. Go right ahead, because we
Mm-hmm.
remember who we are.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
So
not the
judging the
body.
judgment is the issue. Having
Yes,
a judgment is not the issue, but judging
that's
the
right.
judgment.
That's right.
So
And
feeling the
when I
shame or
heard
guilt.
that, when I finally get that, I feel like that was my breakthrough, because I was always judging against myself because I felt like I had to be perfect in a way, right?
Mm,
Then
Yeah.
I'll be happy. But
Yeah.
no, because we're not this dream character. Like, oh,
Yeah.
why try to fix a dream character? They're not real anyway. So
yep.
let's play in the dream and be
Yeah.
whatever you want to be,
Yeah.
and let people be whatever they want to be. And it
Yeah.
doesn't amount to anything.
As my mom would say, it doesn't amount to a hill of beans. What is
There
that
you
all about?
go. And
Hills
she
of
was right.
beans.
She's
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah. And yeah, we know when we go into our little happy place, we know where that is. That's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's a place of isolation, or alone, like just being alone. And the world is really going through this together as a collective.
Yeah.
Everybody's just want to be alone, because nobody likes people much anymore. Like it's just too much friction
Yeah.
and it's painful.
I think I can relate to that.
Oh, it's collective. More
Yeah.
and more people, there's less marriages, there's less people getting together, there's more people isolating, more people lonely, more people being alone. They'd rather be alone than be in relationships that are toxic. And lots
Mm-hmm.
of relationships are mostly toxic these days
Yep.
because
Yep.
we've forgotten who we are
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everybody's against everybody. So it's coming back to remembering who we really are
Yeah.
Well, that's
is
really good
the
to think
reality.
that way because we need to stop being so, what is the word? When you rely,
Self-righteous. It
codependent?
and needing to be right all the time
Yeah.
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 and
I love
self-righteous.
being right.
Oh,
Don't
and
we all?
don't we all? But that's why we're here because that's
Yeah.
the ego's ruling
Mm-hmm.
this realm. This is the ego's realm.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. The ego's playground.
Yeah,
Sometimes I listen to Greg Braden, and he
yeah.
just wrote a book called Pure Human, which is really a good book. But when he talks about divinity,
Mm-hmm.
he says it's defined as the ability to transcend perceived limitations. Right? You're only
Wow.
perceiving them in your mind.
Yes.
Right? Your divinity is so easily accessible, but you perceive the limitation.
And
Hmm.
we
Or
want the limitation. See,
yeah,
we're deceiving ourselves.
yeah.
It like and we think no, I don't want to deceive myself, but yes we do
Yeah.
because we our true self is kind of like yeah, I want to continue playing in this
Mhm.
oppositional realm
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
separation, right?
Yeah.
You're right, I'm wrong, you're good, I'm bad,
We're
whatever.
so good at outsourcing everything,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we think of God as somebody that is outside of us,
Yes.
like above the clouds, then it
Hmm.
always feels like it's inaccessible somehow, right?
Yeah.
Because we would be much more non-judgmental if we had the recognition that it lived within us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That would that would diffuse the belief in threats.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They would
Like
just
somebody could threaten our
cease to have
peace.
any meaning. Yeah.
Can a voice threaten our peace? Because
Hmm.
usually it's the voice. It's the energy as well.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
energy. But the voice carries that energy of I'm a threat to you and you better listen to me. Ah, you better fear me, right? And
Have you guys listened to Darius J. Wright at all?
who, right? No?
Darius
Darius?
J.
I never
Wright.
heard
Yeah.
of him.
So he talks about three unbreakable truths. One is consciousness dictates the universe. Two, you cannot have unconditional love with a judgment. And three, you cannot have ultimate expression of freedom with a limitation.
Wow, those are really great. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Darius.
Yeah.
Darius J. Wright.
Yeah, Wright.
Yeah. So if like the problem with the character is it's trying to be divine.
Hmm.
It's trying to be holy and complete and everything, but it never will because it's not even real.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing with like I'm trying to keep keep my character separate
Hmm.
from my divinity. They are really separate, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to merge them together and it's you
Right.
can't because they're irreconcilable.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, what is the character? Who is the character Nina, right? And then I'm learning all about psychology and what are my attachment
Hmm.
styles, right? Like what kind
Yep.
of attachment styles do I have? Because basically I've been denying my
Hmm.
attachment style and I didn't even know it because I'm
Right.
trying to be perfect.
And
But
that's where the conflict comes in.
that's the conflict. So now
Hmm.
once I've like I am in the character an avoidant. Like
Mm.
I avoid people who are too needy, too demanding, to whatever. I literally can't regulate myself around people like that.
Yeah.
So then I avoid
relate.
them.
Yeah.
But I always thought I judged that in me. I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't be that way. But I am.
Right.
Yeah.
So I need to accept the relative, the character too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I like
And when I
that.
can accept all the characters, because there's so much people hating on narcissists and stuff, I'm like, well, just leave them alone. You don't have to be around them. You don't have to change them. And people are always trying to change avoidance in relationships. Like you should, like I wish they would just communicate better. But that's a demand.
Yeah.
And whenever you have a demand, the other person's going to recoil from you.
Yeah.
Because we all want to
Yeah.
be free in our expression and how we
Yeah.
want to relate to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why relationships are always in conflict, because one wants the other one to change.
Yeah. That's 100% true.
It's like if you want them to change, you're not going to be happy. Yeah.
Only you can change, but
But
you're
can
also
we?
perfect.
No, I don't really believe we can change either. Like if we want if we have a need, we can't change it. It's going to be there every day. And we want it to be fulfilled. We want it to be satisfied. So we
Yeah.
need to find the perfect match. We need to find a match.
Yeah.
And we
A
can't
perfect match.
we can't pick mismatches and then try to fix them. Oh. So it's really interesting about this goes along with the lesson today. When I'm with people that are like me, avoidant, it's great. I have no grievances with people like that because they don't
Yes.
demand anything of me and I don't demand anything of them. We get
Yeah.
along great.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, this is kind of like this is like
Easy.
this is easy. This is I figured something out. Like I've got some clarity. It's so nice. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
So
it's we have, yeah, trying to figure out how to be comfortable around people who are not like us.
yes. And all we have to do is just let them be who they are in their pathology, because we all have a pathology. Like we all have these traumas about ourselves. And if we can accept ourselves for them without needing to change it, that's the release. That's when we can let go of the grievance. Like we can go, oh, I am who I am in this character. I don't have to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your mother-in-law, she's got her pathologies, right? And so she's in her own little conflictual world, so to speak,
Yep.
trying to self-regulate. And we're all doing that.
We're all working on our self-regulation.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And but our belief is like they should be different, they should get over themselves, they should be nicer, whatever. Like all these shoulds is actually holding the grievance.
Yeah.
And not letting that character be just as he or she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't need to, like, we don't need to be even in their, like, even if we're in their company, we can remember, take note in our mind. Yeah. And that can help
Yeah.
bring a
That's
relief.
a good point.
It's just noticing, going, oh, they're just having their character traits. That's it.
Yes.
And I'm having mine.
Yeah.
And it feels conflictual. Okay, that's what this dream is made of, conflict. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard in the
Yeah.
moment though. Because when you feel that,
yeah,
it's the conflict, just like Kelly, she just walks in, it's like, ugh, you just feel it right away. And it's hard to remember
Yeah.
okay, you're playing your part and I'm going to play
yes.
my part.
It's
And
like an
this,
energetic mismatch, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Right. And
And
so
can
I
we
could probably
accept
make
it?
things, yes, because I could set myself up this morning to go, okay, I know this is how I'm going to go. So steady on
Mm-hmm.
and just let the moments that are going to come happen.
Yes.
without having all this little silent chit chat in your mind of the things that you really would like to say.
Yeah. And that chit chat's going to happen whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's noticing that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not who we really are.
Mm.
Like,
And then not judging
absolutely.
that, because that we go,
Yeah.
oh, I shouldn't have these thoughts or
Yeah.
whatever about what I want to say to this person.
Yeah.
I think
Letting,
that's the problem, is that we judge and
yes,
feel guilty and
it's the
feel
thoughts we
bad. And
judge. Yeah. Like, we shouldn't have these thoughts. This
yeah,
thought makes me this thought makes me or means that I'm bad.
Right.
yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It means it's just an insane thought and it's not real. It's just part of this insane dream we're in. And we have to live this dream out. We have to live it out. It has to be played out
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
through the characters. And we're not the characters, but we're playing a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what's we like, are we up for that job? Right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, are we up
indeed?
for that role that we play? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm reactive, they're
Annoying.
instigating. Like, they're the culprit, I'm the reactive, blah blah blah. Like, it's just a bunch of energies in conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so valuable.
And it's
Yeah. Good advice.
and
Yeah.
we don't have to make anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
All that conflict, the words, the voices. It's like, oh my God, what am I'm in a horror movie. And it's like, okay, I guess I am. It is what it is. Play the part, you know.
Perhaps you do not yet fully realize what holding grievances does to your mind. It seems to split you off from your source and make you unlike him. It makes you believe that he is like what you think. So we turn creation into our messy brain,
Well,
and
into the
that's not what we
character.
want.
Yeah, then we
Yeah.
believe we are the character, that is who we really are.
Yeah.
And that's the lie.
That's a lie.
We're
Mm-hmm.
not we're not a movie character. But we've
Right.
become so accustomed to being the movie character because we've been in we've been in character for so long. We think we
Mm-hmm.
are the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. So fun.
Like,
And crazy.
we are what are we? We are an actor
Mm.
Yeah.
in a movie.
Mm. Yeah.
On a screen.
Yeah.
And trying to change us is like putting white out on the screen or yelling at the screen. You need to change your something to be more of something. It's not
Yeah.
true.
And when we can
Yeah.
join in our divinity, then all is well again.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you
Mm-hmm.
for the reminder.
It's much
Yeah.
easier to feel unsatisfied with the way things are, right? So you can have a opinion about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But just remember that it's part of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like all opinions are allowed, all beliefs are allowed, all traumas, like all pathologies are allowed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
learning, I've been deep into psychology the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, like, so many people are just so holier than thou righteous, and they just think that they have every right to just hate on the narcissist. And I'm going, oh my God, like no, that's not why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to understand the character traits and
Yeah.
all the pathologies that we all hold within ourselves and see in others.
Yeah. To
And
varying degrees.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean anything about who we really are.
Mm-hmm.
We just get to play the part
Mhm.
during this lifetime.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we have
so
to
fun.
accept the part that we were given. Like, I'm like, I wish I was given more of like different traits, but I am what I am. I am my character, and do I want to change it? I can't
Yeah.
change it now because our childhood formed us, right? In a way,
Yep. Yep.
into who we are today.
And we're learning. We're learning who we are and learning to accept it instead of
Mhm.
fighting it and having a grievance
Yeah.
about
Yes.
ourselves.
Yes.
And everyone we meet is an opportunity to see a grievance that we hold outside of us
Mhm.
that's really inside of us. It's a reflection
Yes.
back.
Yes, it's not outside of us.
Yeah. So the conflict that we experience that we don't like the feeling of is really something within us to be noticed
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And
and
it's
accepted and loved, as
Yeah.
opposed to fought over and pushed away and
mhm.
made separate.
Yeah.
It's just a component of us that needs noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. My grievance is mostly about when somebody doesn't remember their divinity and they
Mm.
actually believe they're the character. That I hold a grievance over
Mm.
That's
because
everybody, though.
not everybody,
Yeah, yeah,
but we've remembered
we've remembered.
that. But in the heat of the moment, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, oh yeah, but people revert back to their character again, and in that moment they've forgotten. And I'm
Yes.
going,
Yeah.
is that okay?
Yeah. It's
And the
so
Okay,
answer is
easy to
always
slip in
yes.
and out,
it's
right?
okay to forget who we are. It's okay. It
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything. I'm like, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I can
yeah,
carry on without a grievance.
Mhm.
yeah,
Until
Because
next time.
until next time, and
Yeah.
that's
Just
the
slipping
ever
in and out of
revolving door.
character, right?
Yeah.
Literally, as in a movie, you go in and out of character.
Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
How interesting.
It's funny. I just looked down at our book again from last week's last lesson was you need to hear the truth about yourself as frequently as possible because your mind is so preoccupied with false self-images.
Mm.
Which
Just
page is that?
that is page 114.
114.
That's the top of the page
Oh,
prior
you
to
need to hear
lesson.
the truth about yourself as frequently as possible because your mind is so preoccupied with false images. Oh, that's
Isn't
it.
that's perfect, right?
And
Yeah.
that's what we're doing here is reminding ourselves
Yeah,
of our divinity
yeah,
so
Get
that
the
when we go
highlighter.
back into the world and we go into character, we don't get lost in the character, but we can play it.
You're right.
yeah. And not,
Be in the world but not of it.
Of the world.
yeah,
Yes.
Meaning be in character but don't be the character. Like don't
Right.
forget you yeah, that you're
yeah,
don't be of the character. Yeah.
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 Yes. Good point.
Yeah.
And relax when you make it real by judging it
Mm.
Yeah.
and judging yourself.
And remembering, and this too is part of the character
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
because every character judges. And
yeah,
is that okay? Absolutely okay, because this is the ego's realm and that's what it does.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
We've entered
yeah,
into the ego's realm and
Mm-hmm.
you can't fight it. You have to surrender to it.
Mm.
yeah.
It's yeah, it's that's masterful.
Yep.
I need a
Yeah.
few more lessons of that, but yes. Or actually, I am
It's
masterful. We are masterful.
yeah, we're learning mastery,
Yeah,
self-mastery.
yeah,
And we're on our way. We're on our
yeah,
way from misery to happiness.
yes,
Misery to mastery.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Love that. That's the Proclaimers, the song.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
They
good
were
song. It's a
awesome.
really uplifting, feel-good song if you're feeling that depression has taken over your mind.
Mm-hmm.
What song is that?
The Proclaimers I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
good upbeat, happy, uplifting song. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm on my way from misery to happiness.
That's right.
I'm sure I'm drawing a blank and I like music, so it's funny that I'm
I'm
drawing
on
a
my
blank on
way
what this.
from misery to happiness today.
Okay.
Uh-huh,
Okay, thank
uh-huh,
you.
uh-huh.
Okay.
And
That annoying song.
I think they're
Yeah.
from I think they're from Norway or Sweden or Finland. That's it, Finland.
Oh yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
the Proclaimers? I thought they were Irish.
Or Irish. They're from the North European places. Yeah. Somewhere in the north.
Proclaimers. Rock duo.
Duo.
And that's a really cool name, isn't it? The
Scottish.
Proclaimers.
Yep. They're
Like,
Scottish.
they're proclaiming who they are. They're
Mhm.
proclaiming the truth. They're shouting it from the rooftops and saying,
Yep.
we are happiness. We are masters.
Mhm.
We've
Oh, so
remembered who we
fun.
are.
So
Mhm.
fun. So fun. Well, I'm sure today we could probably talk a lot longer, but I'm
Yeah.
going to end the
Yeah.
recording here. It's 6:30.